Ryusei playing extremely passively. He's not throwing fireballs, looking for the buffer off of the light, spends 3 bars. That's exactly what I'm talking about in the fireball war. Oh, he avoids the fireball to avoid the drive gauge damage, probably. This is like, this is why I think I'm gonna enjoy this game so much. Just thinking about all these decisions and how they work out. This begins at such a earlier point. Fireball from Ryusei. Daigo jumps back, so he doesn't take any damage to his drive gauge. And then Ryusei uses his jump back to charge his Denjin. Daigo fireballs, slow fireball. Ryusei jumps over the fireball so he doesn't block it and lose drive gauge, which allows Daigo to move forward. And allows him to hit forward heavy punch, which has plus frames. And then he takes the damage that way, which is probably more than if you were to have blocked the fireball. That's so cool. Back to Nooch. Daigo spends 3 bars. Ryusei cashes out. This was a 3 bar while he had about 2.5 bars. He's got to make it work. This is a really crucial moment. But Daigo has too much meter. And there's not really a way for Ryusei to burn him out. I think in some ways it'll be impossible to burn somebody out. Like right here, can't burn him out. Even if you hit him with level 3. He's got more than 2 bars. Level 3 can't burn Ryu out. So I hate to say a guaranteed thing, but I think in this situation it's guaranteed Daigo will survive without getting burnt out. But obviously Ryusei will stay burnt out. Burnt. There was no way for him to turn that situation around. So it was just a bad drive rush, basically. At best, the drive rush hitting would cause a knockdown, but he has such a life lead, Daigo does. Or not really a life lead, he just has a lot of health. So I don't think it was worth it. But what really makes it... Oh my god. They're both... I think they're both kind of sloppy. What would have made this worth it is if Daigo kept his drive gauge and played with the lead while Ryusei was burnt out. But now, it's kind of the opposite. Sort of. They're both in burnout. Whoever wins neutral and whoever blocks more will recover first. Daigo is ahead on the burnout phase because that super froze Ryusei's meter, right? Daigo enters burnout. But look what's happened. He enters burnout after Ryusei does. But because he uses level 3, he's recovering while Ryusei is not recovering. So he's a little bit further ahead in that aspect. So it's kind of just going to reset to neutral. It's kind of funny. Both characters are burnt out, so they're both taking more guard damage or guard stun. But here's the good news. Because Daigo recovered first, this moment right here where he has his meter and Ryusei is still burnt out for just a little bit, this is very critical. Ryusei can still turn it around though, because he has level 3. If Ryusei had no super, Daigo could guarantee kill him. Even probably without meter. He can do a drive impact on wake up, and there's no option. Auto controls is missing medium kick. You can't access it. This button is so important for stopping their drive gauge from recovering, both damaging it and getting yours back. And being a pretty annoying poke. And you just don't have it in mono controls. Light kick buffer. I think patience pays off a lot in this game. See how he's using medium kick? Attacking his drive gauge. When you get hit, you don't lose drive gauge. In some ways, it's kind of better to be stubborn so you don't lose your meter by blocking. Right here, you either want to like perfect parry stuff so you don't get burnt out. When you perfect parry, you actually don't lose meter and then gain it. I learned that yesterday. You don't want to be in this situation to begin with, but it's almost as if it's better to get hit and recover your meter than to block and then your meter stops regenerating and then you just get burnt out. It's almost like right here, it's better to be a Street Fighter 5 player and just hit attacks. How's he going to get out of this? I don't foresee him not getting burnt out. He would have to perfect parry this. Or jump, perfect parry or jump in time or interrupt it, counter hit it. He's burnt out. You can't get anything off stand medium kick counter. Okay. There's a couple things you can... Medium kick by itself is comboable, you just don't hit it at that range. You can hit medium kick and actually link stand light punch. I think it's +4. Not +5, but +4. So that means on counter hit, it would be 2 more, which is 6. So on counter hit, you can combo this, but you don't hit medium kick from over there. So you really, on counter hit, wouldn't get much, right? Because you would need to hit a medium strength attack. At best, you can try to like hit light kick. If you're hitting it pretty close, this would work if it combos. If it punish counters, then it'll be +8. So at a lot of the ranges, you can do this and then fireball on punish counters. But that won't work as a counter hit because it's only +6. And this is 8 startup. Right, Scott? Yeah, numbers don't lie. Can you sweep? Is his sweep 8?
The numbers don't lie!
I don't think his sweep is 8. If it is, then you can also do that. Yep, his sweep is 1 frame too slow. Oh, crouching medium kick. Oh, that's good. So yeah, if this does punish counter, you could crouching medium kick, but the distance will be kind of hard to do. So the meterless would be like light kick Tatsu. If you want to spend the cash, you drive rush. You could do heavy punch off of this. You can't get heavy kick. What the heck? You can't get heavy kick on just a normal hit. Maybe punish counter, crouch medium kick. But if it's this on a punish counter, then you can do this and then heavy punch, then back. Heavy punch. What else? Oh yeah, this can also show you what would happen. This is pretty good actually. Drive rush medium kick as a poke like this. As long as it reaches, this could be okay. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, if you got this charged up, that'd be sick. If you got this, and then do one of these, and then be on Twitter. I don't like the end of that combo, but I would just do, at that point, I would just do this. Actually, I never figured out what the right thing to do was after this crumple, like meterless. I think you just dash up and dodge or something. You can also do this. Is EX Hasho not charged useless? Just this one? It's plus on block. I think it is rare for when it is good. I think when the opponent is burnt out, you're doing chip damage, or you're abusing the plus frames off of it, then it's pretty good. There's some ways you can use it. When it counter hits, you can actually combo stuff off of it. So it's really hard to use it. The meter that it costs is hard to justify. But it's plus on block. I gotta put that on a Steam Deck button. We've been talking about a lot of numbers. A lot of numbers with Scott Steiner, and the numbers don't lie. These are my 2 new gimmicks. What character am I interested in? I'm gonna play Marisa. During the beta, I guess I'll play some Jamie and play some Ryu. I'll do both, Ryu and Jamie. The other cool thing about the beta, open beta, is that many more people will have access to making YouTube videos. Never seen you play Ken ever? Man, my Ken in Third Strike is ridiculous. What you mean? Cammy, Madden, and Marissa. I think Madden will be a pretty big problem really early on and have staying power. More pray for the crackers. I have no... I'm not worried about it at all. I know deep in my corazón, deep in my heart, most people, when they're playing on something, if they have a head start, I can still figure things out. I can do stuff in a day that takes people weeks. So I'm not worried about it. And I'm happy to share that with y'all.